Hi, I'm Kristen.
Hi, I'm Audrey, and this is Quiet in the House.
Cheers. We're doing shots. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is big.
Come on.
Oh, wait. We thought it was appropriate for the Q&A to take a shot.
Oh my
But
God.
we're just weak. So, we are answering your questions at our Q&A today that you submitted to our Instagram profiles.
I'm still feeling the shot. I can't, continue. I'm sorry.
I got off of a flight 2 hours ago, so we're really just down to clown. We got some from your Instagram, from the Quiet in the House Instagram, and my Instagram. Some of them were doubles, so we didn't do necessarily all of them, and we cut a few just for the sake of time, but we have 30 questions here.
And Kristen doesn't know mine, and I don't know Kristen's questions.
So a lot of these are gonna just be random.
Yep, I'm scared.
You wanna go first?
Sure.
Let's just get into it.
How did you like growing up in a small town?
Okay, yeah, that was one of mine. That was one of the ones someone submitted on my end.
You go first.
I think it's funny because I also don't necessarily consider Lakeland a small town anymore.
I was just saying this. Lakeland's gonna be the next
It's
big
popping.
thing. It is.
When I first moved here, I was saying I was from Orlando. I'd walk into rooms. I'd be like, I'm Kristen from Orlando. And now I've started saying Lakeland, and people know where that is.
People know where Lakeland is.
But when we were growing up, not necessarily.
No. But it's definitely getting bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's just I hated it as a child because there wasn't anything to do as a child there. But as an adult, there is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's bars. In the bars,
It's popping. The art scene's growing, for sure.
Art scene's growing. Yeah, growing up there, I was really bored. I knew I wanted to leave. I think I've said that before.
Yeah, I had similar vibes. I always planned on leaving, but now when I go back, I'm always like, oh, hometown vibes. Because it does give that. I'm glad we got that kind of lifestyle before moving to a big city. Mm-hmm. But it also, didn't necessarily feel like one. So
I do miss it a lot.
me too.
After living in New York City, I find myself wanting to go back to Lakeland or go back to Florida in general, which I never
Audrey
thought.
loves Florida.
I never thought I'd say that.
Just a different part of Florida. You just want to go to, the beach.
I do. I want the beach. I always was like, Mom, Mandy, why did you move to the center of the state? Mm-hmm. Go to the coast.
Why are we?
Why are we in the dead center of Florida?
I feel the same way.
I
That
live
was a
there.
good little PG starter.
Okay.
My turn. When did Kristen know the one was the one?
Oh.
We're jumping right into it. I don't know. It just feels different. But I'm also a clown in the sense that I think I've said to you, I'm dating the one probably 5 or 6 times, and I was wrong. I think
everybody does that.
I always was like, he's the one. And Audrey was probably like, please God, no. But
Maybe.
you're going to laugh at this because of the scenario right now, but it's true. It's the piece of the
The lack of peace. I'm just kidding.
is the calmness of being with your person. I've spent a lot of time thinking that chaos was being in love.
Huh.
And that meant that we were made for each other because we were just so intensely intense with one another. And with Kevin, we're just at ease.
I think that's lovely.
And it's comfortable, and I'm not really worried. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I've been in so many relationships where it's the highs are so high and the lows are so fucking low, and the highs are so high, and that's what keeps you addicted and keeps you going, and you're like, oh, nothing has ever been as good as this, but if nothing's also been as bad as this,
it's probably not your person.
It's probably not your person.
And I haven't had to deal with that, so I think after a couple years, that was when I was it feels different, but in a healthy, good way. And I just had no questions because I've always been I'm going to marry this person. But in the back of my head, I always was well, I hope he stops cheating on me, though.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, I understand.
And I don't feel, and this, it's just it made sense. And I was this definitely feels right. Doesn't mean it's easy, but it feels right.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
I love that.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. He just dropped half of the basket.
If you had to do another cruise contract, would you rather do Mamma Mia or Six? Ooh, good question.
That is a good question. I saw that and I was like, OT. I guess it also, are we talking about you're doing the same contract twice, like you're doing the same contract, same people, same everything again, or are you like redoing your experience?
If I was doing the same contract, same people, it would absolutely be Six, the musical, because I love my girls, and there's nothing better than
just a group of
show
girls
with fucking girls. If I was going on another ship and doing a different contract, same show, I think
they're both great.
That's so hard.
It's hard
I
to
love
choose.
Sophie. I love doing Sophie. I didn't love doing Blue Planet, not gonna lie. So I think I still might say Sex.
Name one ex you'd set up with a friend. Wait. Like, which friend? Like, you, or like we're just like with anyone? Like, I would
Like,
set them up with anyone.
Yep. Not me. Please don't answer me. Unless it is me.
Okay, do you have one in your head? Because I don't have
No,
one.
this is one of the questions I thought would be funny.
No, it is funny. I'm just like, hold on a minute. I mean,
I don't think I have an answer. So the answer is no.
I guess I wouldn't.
Next. Oh, it's me.
It's your turn.
Why are you giggling? What is your interpretation of the saying "quiet in the house"?
I like that one.
I like this. First
Yes.
of all, when we started our podcast, we jumped the gun and set our hearts on a name that already existed.
Like, it existed like 100 times.
Like
I
a
might add.
lot. I don't even remember it. Actually, yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yes, you do.
It was really cute, whatever.
cute.
We wanted it to be a theater podcast, but not like so on the nose. And we had to pivot to Quiet in the House, but I'm really happy we did. I think of Quiet in the House as like you're in tech week and you're in the house of the theater and you're like just gabbing to your friend and the stage manager has to yell at you because you're like being
Yes.
obnoxious.
Yeah, because
That's
I
how
think
see
some
it.
people, one of our friends actually said to us, they were like, I think some people are seeing it as you guys are like, okay, everyone quiet in the house, we're talking. I was like, I see
Which
it as
is
someone
also cute.
yelling at us quiet in the
Yeah.
house because we're talking in the back of the house
Which
and being loud,
definitely happened.
which is very on
But I
brand
think
for the two
both
of
are
us.
valid. Like, all right, Quiet in the House, let us like
Like, let us talk.
let us take the stage. But also I think it's more of us in the house like being like and then the stage manager's like, shut up, you know?
I agree. What's the difference between an agent and a manager? I like that one too. Do you have any opinions on that?
No. I mean, I've never had a manager, so I really
If I'm
Can't
being
say.
like so honest, they're so similar. Like, you can have a manager and not have an agent, and have an agent and not have a manager. Like, it's very, very doable. I think like the advice I was given was your manager's just a little more one-on-one with you. They also, again, I'm not totally positive, this is just my experience, like the big agencies are being given like bulk casting calls for appointments and things like that, and your manager has like deeper one-on-one connections, so they can reach out more. They're more involved with me individually, and the agent is just kind of like cattle calling in a sense, if that makes sense. So they're just, I have also had one-on-one experience with an agent. Like, I did have an agent who was very one-on-one with me, but it's usually that is a little less curated to you and your relationship
sorry, I started thinking
than a
about
manager.
the shot again, and I like
So I honestly, my experiences, they're very similar. But the agent is who I go to get bigger auditions, and my manager is who I go to for more like one-on-one advice and pitching help.
I don't have anything
That's a good
to
one.
say. Are your parents involved in a theater, and were they always supportive of your chosen career path?
It's a great one. We got lucky.
We did. My mom was like, yeah,
Heck yeah.
we're making it happen. She did not do theater. Nobody.
Nothing. Well, she was like a gymnast, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, she used to do gymnastics.
Not theater, but
But it is performing. I think she also did cheerleading. So she was like a performer. But yeah, no, when I decided I wanted to do that in college, she was like so down. There was never like any conversation of like, are you sure? Like, nope.
Yeah,
She was like,
it
okay.
was like, we're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
my parents are the same way. They were never in theater. My dad worked in film.
Yes.
So he lived and grew up in LA, and then met my mom, and she convinced him to move to Florida. But he was like my grandfather was a lawyer in the entertainment industry in LA. Mm-hmm. And so my dad did a lot of set work, and he was like Tom Hanks' assistant on a couple projects, and he did a bunch of that. So he always wanted to be like a director writer of type. Mm. And then when I was born, I was just a loud singer, and they were like, we're gonna get you into the theater. And so I did a show, and then from there my dad like became like literally the president of the board at this theater. So he liked to be involved, but I don't think he would have been if it wasn't for me.
Makes sense.
Yeah, if you know John,
The
it makes
product
sense.
of Kristen Brock coming from John.
From John Brock is just so ironic. Same with, that's actually funny because I feel the opposite about Mandy. It's so funny because you guys are like so similar but so different.
Yeah.
My queen.
We're like the same, but we don't have similar interests, I feel.
Yeah.
You know?
But she gets it.
But
and
she gets
she
it.
like appreciates it. Anyways, you know?
Yeah.
Which I love that about her. Like she'll just ride.
Yeah. She's my biggest fan.
How many countries have you been to? Favorite one? Ones you still want to visit?
I don't know how many countries I've been to. Do you know off the top of your head?
My bin app is at least over 60 or 70.
Crazy.
Which is, or is it over, it's like 50 or 60.
Mine's probably more like 20, 30.
Well, both of your contracts were fairly similar.
Yeah, I was doing the same.
You were doing the same itinerary?
So, yeah.
See, I didn't. But I haven't ever been to Asia. I think we're going to honeymoon in Bali. And so I'll get Asia then.
There you go.
Asia's my dream.
Me too, actually. I almost did a international tour in Korea, South Korea.
You did?
I got, yes.
Wait, when was this? And which one was it?
It was Sister Act.
Oh, we talked about this.
And
Well, I didn't know that was international.
Yes. But at the
Sister Act International.
yeah.
It's very interesting.
But I at the time was like, I don't really have any desire to go to Asia. But this was before I'd even internationally traveled at all.
Cruises, yeah.
And when I did 6 instead, where I was in Europe. And now that I've done Europe, I'm like, okay, let's do Asia now.
Let's keep going. What was your favorite place you visited?
That's so difficult. I really loved Malta. I don't know if you did Malta.
I loved Malta too. We did do Malta.
The St. Peter's Pool, I just can't get it out of my head.
Yeah.
Did you go?
The what?
St. Peter's Pool.
No, we didn't.
Oh my God, it was so great.
I think that we only went for one day, and it was Kevin and I's anniversary, and we did like dinner on a rooftop, and then ended up at like a private beach.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
I was thinking about it. Probably like Amsterdam or Norway. Norway was
Haven't
insane,
done those yet.
and Amsterdam was like the most fun I've ever had. But Africa was also really cool. Like Morocco was awesome. Like parts of Morocco. We went to. Oh, he set it up.
I think you're a lion from Africa.
He is a lion from Africa. We rode camels in Morocco, and that was awesome.
I have to let him go.
But
When I think of you, I think of you on a camel. That's such a weird sentence.
okay, wait, elaborate.
No. I don't know. I don't know. I just always.
When I think of you riding a horse in Colorado.
I didn't do that, and I was never in Colorado.
But I can picture it.
Okay, you're imagining.
Oh, you were like picturing me that day I was on camels?
Yes, when I think of you, I think of that Instagram, that post of you on the camel.
Out of all my posts.
I don't know why, but I was like,
is a great
shit,
one.
she's in fucking Africa. Like, that's so sick.
It was sick.
Like, that's so cool. Whenever I just think about us, we're like going on our ships, and then
Yeah, and that's the thing
when
I
you
remember
talk
too.
about doing the world cruise, I think of that photo because that's so
I
fucking
think about
cool.
you in Italy in the vineyard.
Oh, I love that vineyard.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
But I think like my favorite place, like just like city day I've ever been is Monte Carlo.
Ooh, never did that.
In best day of my life.
Love the movie.
I'm also like a poker queen, and not really, but like I just like was like in the poker house, and I was like, this is the best place I've ever been. You know that if you live there, you're not allowed to gamble.
What?
That's why you have to
only
bring,
for tourists.
You have to bring your passport to the. Why am I forgetting what they're called?
Casino?
The casinos. God, Kristen, you have to bring your passport to the casinos, and if you live there, you're not allowed to gamble.
I've never gambled. I've never been to a casino.
What?
Yep.
Okay, well, we're gonna make that happen.
Vegas?
Add it to the list. Oh God, what is it? Which one is it?
Favorite ex, least favorite.
I love this question.
Are we using names? Are we describing
let's
them?
just describe them. Like, I'll make up some names. I think, like, my least favorite ex is probably obvious, but in certain definitions, he could be my favorite. Because, like, iconic. Like, I don't know. Like, what is like, I don't know. I mean, you know who I'm talking about. Yes,
I know who you're talking
my
about.
My obvious least favorite ex. That has to be the answer.
So he's your least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although sometimes it's like you think back on it and I'm like, that's freaking iconic as hell. Like, maybe that was, like, my favorite.
Let's think of something else for favorite. Like, who else?
My favorite is my most recent ex. Because I can't say a negative thing about the man.
Okay, well, that's good. I think that's a great
I dated a man
judgment.
before Kevin, my fiance, and I, like, besides our breakup, which was, like, a little messy, and I didn't love how he behaved or whatever, I mean, but it was my fault. So, like, it was granted. But before I don't think you met him, which is actually insane because I was, like, gonna marry that man if I hadn't met Kevin. Him. Although, surprisingly, I've learned this recently. I'm actually on really good terms with, like, 90% of my exes.
I really aspire.
Which is shocking. Like, I sat down one day and thought about it. And, like, all of them, I was like, I could probably reach out to any one of these guys besides, like, the obvious 2 or 3. And they would probably be at my door if I needed them. Which is kind of sly.
Well, we already know my favorite.
Yeah. Cheers. And it's my favorite of hers, too.
Oh, okay.
Cheers.
Yay. Okay. That's all we're going to say. Least favorite, you also know why. Cheers.
We know who it is.
Yeah.
The thing is he doesn't even deserve the title ex-boyfriend.
No, he doesn't.
Like, screw him, but you're so right.
He's so yeah. Let me do someone I actually dated.
Wikiwachi is the other one. Like, those are the 2 that are obvious.
Okay,
but
so
then it's that one. Are we on the same page?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we're on the same page. Let me think about yours.
But we can agree on my least.
Yes, 100%.
Which I hope is great. I wish her the best.
Maybe just because we were friends, but.
Soccer player?
Soccer, yeah. Just because
we're
friends.
on fine. Like, we're
nothing
great. We're
too dramatic happened there.
I've got nothing bad to say about him either.
There you go.
Cheers. Dream rolls.
Oh, God, I don't know. I listened to Not From Here. I listened to your
I actually was talking about this on the Not From Here podcast.
Yes, yeah. And that's why I brought it up, because it's always the question, isn't it?
I'm just learning that all of my dream roles are women in their 30s and 40s. Like, my dream roles are Donna and Mamma Mia and Reno Sweeney and Death Becomes Her and all these things that I'm not going to play for probably 20 years. Realistically, right now, like if I was going to cast myself in something right now, it'd be like 6. Mm-hmm. 6 for sure. And I don't know, like maybe like Ula and the Producers. I'd love to do Producers.
That's sick.
I would do anything in the Producers.
Dream role. I mean, Zoe. Jared Hansen.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you'd be so good in that.
I'm
like, I want to be the mom.
That's so like, geez.
Funny. We could do that together. Like, I have a dream that one day we could cast as Donna and Sophie.
That's, let's manifest.
We'll just manifest it. It's never gonna happen, but because I won't be playing it for 20 years and you'll be out in 5.
Yeah, fuck. I'm already like the oldest one there.
You might not though.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm telling you, I watched her do it, and I was like, no offense, like it's not an insult, but like on stage you look like you're like 16 years old.
Yeah.
Like you would have fooled me. You'd do 6 again.
I would love to do 6 again. I would love to play Audrey again in Little Shop. I would love to do Sophie again.
Which queen in 6? Because I know you did like the 3. Which one do you think is your best suited for? That's so funny. I eat that up. That's so good for you.
Don't you think? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, I really like Howard.
I think that's where I'd probably land up at.
Yeah, you're definitely a Howard, 100%. Yeah, I think I'm a Boleyn. Point blank.
But you could, again, I feel like you maybe don't love to hear it, but like you are a great swing because I feel like you work for all 3 of those just in very different ways. Like the 3 that you played made a lot of sense.
I agree. I'm also really interested in Parr. I really love the role of Parr and like how she kind of flips the script. And the monologue.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, I want to do the monologue so bad.
It's funny because I just feel like we're in such different roles. Like you're like, I feel like we always knew that like your like 20s was gonna be your thriving because all of the things that you're like perfect for in their 20s, and I'm just like
gotta wait
chilling,
a little bit.
And I'm like, hey,
but it'll be worth it. Pearl Ripley or Actors Equity Building? This is
I love that question. We could do an entire episode on that.
I think
we
already slandered the Actors Equity Building.
It's just confusing.
It feels like have you seen The Good Place?
Yes, of course.
It kind of feels like that. The guy with like that guy that's like obsessed with frogs.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
confusing.
Like a liminal space.
I got lucky and went with my friend the first time. If I hadn't had my friend, I like literally would have had no idea what to do.
Yeah, it feels very.
Like I don't mind auditioning there.
It feels like a doctor's office. It feels like a clinical, like weird, sterile place. Whereas I feel like I'm gonna say my favorite's Ripley. Like
my favorite's Ripley too.
I think it's like it's got personality.
Cheers, Ripley. It's cute. Yeah, you'd never believe you walk in there and you're in like Florida.
Yeah,
and it's like ooh.
Maybe it's just because we're
there's
Floridians.
So many rooms. There's also just so much space.
There's plants.
Yeah, there's plants.
Twinkly lights sometimes.
Yeah. I don't hate Pearl either. I just think Pearl always has so much going on in it that I'm just like,
yeah.
I just like
it's fine.
I mean, it's Ripley, Pearl, AEA.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Wait, we didn't talk about Open Jar. Have you ever been in there?
Yes.
Thoughts?
I love Open Jar, but they're expensive. I mean, as someone who like wants to rent there and do stuff there, it's really expensive. But they're the best. They're the nicest studios.
I got locked in the stairwell there.
Oh, for how long?
Like 10 minutes.
Oh.
I was running late for an audition. I like checked in at the desk, I guess, because you have to like check in there.
Yeah.
Which is the only studio that they do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, yeah, take a left and a right and a left and go through the door. So I went through the door. It was a stairwell and like a fire staircase. And I went in, and then I was like, fuck. And I was like already running late, and I had to like call the front desk, like from
I'm
their
locked in the stairwell.
Yeah, they had to let me out.
When did you guys know you were best friends, and how long has it been?
Oh,
it's been. I mean,
almost
like,
12
were
years.
we best
No.
friends sophomore year?
Yeah, like getting there. That's
Like,
when our friendship
low-key.
began. Was 2019
Yeah.
during Fiddler.
2019.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
2015.
Yeah, you know.
It
why
was
I did that.
2015.
It was yeah.
I know why you did that.
Yeah.
And it just happened really, really fast because I don't remember like a moment. It just was like we just clicked and then were.
I think it's because we were doing shows together. Obviously, you were trying to get my info on Juan.
I've also like always had like very like consistent life period best friends, like my college best friend, and I had like my middle school best friend, well, my elementary school best friend, and then my middle school best friend, and then it's like, but you've like since I met you, just always been like very consistently like my best friend. And
Stop.
I'm like, that's
I'm gonna
beautiful.
cry.
It must have happened like that because we were not really friends at all before sophomore year, and then like all of a sudden I was on your Instagram as bestie, and you're not really the kind of person to just say that.
I'm not.
So I was like, so when I think back on it, I'm like, I just don't remember a time we just like were.
It just was, and it's going on like I think you're 11.
Yeah, like I think if it was 2015, yeah, it would be 11
Yeah.
years. I did read a thing once that said if you're friends with someone for 10 years, you will like most likely be friends with them forever.
I believe it. We kind of talked about this last
We can
episode.
skip it if we need to.
No.
Oh, last episode.
Kristen, how do you feel the Jimmy Awards benefits you today?
Yes. This is actually funny because I'm literally going to an event on Monday for them.
Yeah.
Like we're going to like a producer's luncheon. Like it's very cute. They're very good at keeping up with their alumni and like creating opportunity for them. So I guess it's also just the connections I've made that can be quick and short. Like I think that was another big thing that pushed me towards equity was just I got a lot of good one-on-one time with casting directors that I again wasn't able to see. So it was like now that I have those connections, I would rather just be in those rooms. But that's the big thing. They're just really good at making opportunity. Should girls give guys flowers? Fuck no.
I agree.
Fuck 'em.
that. I don't.
Who pays on the first date?
Okay. Well, I have something to say about that. I'm gonna. Okay, I haven't dated a lot. Like I've like been in like a relationship. Yeah. So, you know I'm always like let's share whatever.
No.
Split.
Did you share last weekend? No, sayonara. He said yes. He let you? Sayonara. Goodbye.
Well, it was like he paid for the first thing, I paid for the second thing.
I don't care. I don't like him. No, the man pays.
Why?
Have you seen that TikTok where it's like, what if they're both women? Ellen DeGeneres.
Pays?
Yes. It's this man on the street, and he's like, who pays on the first date? And he's like, the man. And they're like, who pays on the first date if it's two women? He's like, Ellen DeGeneres.
That's so real. I don't know if I fully believe in that.
It's definitely
I get it.
more classic, what's the word? Like, we're in a new time.
Heteronormative.
And I think it should just depend on the woman. But I do think...
I feel
that a man should
powerful
pay.
when I pay. I feel like when they pay...
And if it makes you feel good,
actually,
then great.
Maybe I need to talk about this in therapy. I feel like if they pay, they, like, I owe them
They have something over you?
I owe them something. And I don't owe them fucking shit. So I'm going to pay. So, like, we're even playing fields. That's how I feel. And maybe that's fucked up.
I think it's fair that it should just depend on, like, the woman. I think the expectation should be that the man is going to pay. Like, I think that the man should never walk into a first date and be like, let's split this bill.
Yeah,
I'm not buying a man flowers.
I'm not going to buy a man flowers.
I'll buy Kevin flowers when he performs on a Broadway show. Congrats.
Yeah, I guess for performers, it's like, yeah.
It's different, yeah, but
yeah. Romantically, unless, like, I am in love with you and you love flowers, I'm not probably going to buy you flowers.
I'm also not expecting a man to show up to a first date with flowers. Like, I mean, very sweet.
I've
Love
never
it.
received flowers from a man. Ever.
I have to refill this glass. I'm gonna get it. Are you freaking serious?
No!
Audrey.
I haven't.
Guys, I've had enough.
Wait, this is like an SPCA commercial.
I've seen enough.
Whatever. I don't know.
All right, let's just move on.
Next. Is it me, you?
I think it's
me.
your turn.
Okay. What Disney character do you relate to most? Also, TV and film.
Sharpay Evans is my Disney character for sure.
Mm-hmm.
With like a Meg Rising.
Oh my God. Anna?
I was just gonna say that. You are Anna.
I don't know who else. I don't know who else is Stitch. Like, I don't fucking know. Like,
yeah,
chaotic. I don't know.
What about TV and film? Are there certain characters that you like are drawn to?
I really love Eleanor from Good Place. Like The Good Place.
That is very you.
I think she's just so relatable. Like, her her being fucking a terrible person. I'm not a terrible person, but
you're
like,
not a terrible person.
I don't know. I love anything Kristen Bell does, clearly. So
that's tea. I think mine is, I guess, for TV. I'm very like Brooke Davis coded.
I don't even know who that is.
One Tree Hill?
I never watched.
Okay, but the people who know One Tree Hill, like, don't you agree? Fair, fine. You need to watch One Tree Hill because you're very Peyton and I'm very Brooke, and they're best friends too.
I started that, but I don't know who that is at all.
God, it's so good. But film, sure. I think like Regina George with a mix of like Cher from Clueless.
Good stuff.
Oh, Meredith Blake.
Yes, I 100% agree
Meredith
with that
Blake.
one.
And you're a Chessie.
I'm Chessie. I don't.
You could also be Elizabeth.
Oh, I do.
You're like a mix of Elizabeth and Chessie.
I want to get her hair cut really bad. I'm not going to do it. I don't know. For film.
Have you seen Sleepless in Seattle?
No.
That is probably in my top 3 favorite movies of all time, and you're very much like a Meg Ryan vibes.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Have you seen You've Got Mail?
Nope. I don't watch movies. I'm sorry.
Can we watch that one night?
Yeah.
Because you are her.
Yeah.
Okay. She's like a hopeless romantic, but she's like funny and she's a little bit crazy, but she's like very smart and in touch with her emotions, but she's just like kind of psycho.
That's me.
But like in a beautiful way. Like, and she's so like charming about it. Okay.
Is it me?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, no, it was me because you did that one.
Did I?
You did.
I don't know if I did.
I think you did. Did she, guys? Pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
Frick no.
Are you Kristen's maid of honor and will she be yours? Oh, this is the one you wanted to know. You wrote this.
What?
You wrote this. You asked this question.
No.
I am your maid of honor.
She hasn't officially asked, but she's my maid of honor. Yes. You knew that though.
And you will be mine.
Really?
I haven't officially asked you yet either because I'm not dating anybody. But
really?
You will be mine.
Yeah, I wrote that.
I knew it. I wanted to ask questions too, but I ran out of time.
No, I just wrote one when I was waiting here, and I was like, "What's like spicy?"
It was that one.
Yeah, and if you'd said no, I just was gonna lie and say it was someone else. Top 10 things on my bucket list.
Yeah, or let's
10
do 3. Let's do 3. That's a lot.
I've done a lot of
I want to
things
surf.
on my bucket list.
Now that I've tried skiing, I want to surf.
Oh, okay. I've surfed. It's hard.
Yeah, I bet.
I did it in Hawaii.
Of course. I want to go to Hawaii.
I want to skydive.
I want to skydive too. Should we do that together?
We should. I'm really scared, but I really want to do it.
We have to.
I need to do that. Come on. Yeah, I think I agree. I want to be on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bucket list item, I guess. Is that even? But like,
yeah,
I guess it's out of my control. I would love to ride the hot air balloons in Marrakesh.
Ooh.
Or like in, I don't know, in Arizona, anywhere.
Yeah,
I just want to do it. I just want to do the
You
bucket.
want to do a hot
That's a bucket list thing for me. It's like I have to do that before I die.
I would love to do that too. New York horror story.
I actually just talked about this in the Not From Here podcast. I'll go first because yours is way more interesting. I actually don't really have any horror stories. We were talking about it. I was like, I'm lucky nothing's really happened to me, but I did have a really bad roommate situation. As of late, luckily I don't think I've really dealt with this, but a lot of people have really bad roommate horror stories, which is like really sad, but so real.
Someone was asking me about like when I sublet my room out, and they're like, have you had any horror stories? I'm like, I mean, I haven't,
but I've given my roommates some.
My roommates definitely have. Like, I mean, I'm not there, so like, obviously,
that was a horror
if someone
story.
wasn't paying my rent, I'd be pissed. Like, but I never had that happen, which I know it happens. So I've been lucky in that sense. But I haven't, and I still don't even know the extent of it. So
I don't either. I'm acting like dramatic. I don't either. I got just very little insight to it. But
my horror story is like a month ago I got punched. Like, and I'm.
It's not funny.
It is.
It's not funny.
Oh my God, I have to laugh about it now. I do.
You're ready to laugh about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
Ready, 3, 2.
No, I was so upset.
Yeah, I got punched. I was in the Lower East Side. I was with friends, and yeah, I got punched in the arm. Luckily, it bruised.
Thank God. Yeah,
it hurt really bad.
She called me. She was like, well, she didn't call me. She texted me. She said, be careful on the Lower East.
Did I?
It was scary. It was the craziest text. It was like the next morning.
Well, I work in the Lower East Side.
Yeah, and so
does
does my
Kevin.
fiance. So we were like, she was like, be careful on the Lower East Side. I got punched. And I'm like, so I FaceTime her immediately, and she answers, and her face looks fabulous. And I was like, well, you look great. And she's like, well, it was my arm. And I was like, lucky you, queen.
I always struggle with transition and like change. So coming back to New York City,
She was like, is this like, are they rejecting me?
I
And
was
like,
like,
no, you're staying.
I think I
was
need
like,
to leave.
No.
I just got punched.
No.
Yeah. And honestly, it sucks because it couldn't have been avoided. Like, I don't have any tips and tricks on how not to be punched. Like, I got punched and it just fucking happened and it sucks.
Craziest thing you've ever done. Guys, I'm not sharing mine.
Wait, why?
I'll give another one. I don't know.
Say it and we can cut it.
Probably was being arrested. I don't know. That was crazy.
I forget that. Always. That should be the first thing I think about when
I had
think of
sex
you.
on a
not
golf course.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I've had so many. What's yours?
Think of one you can
What's yours?
say. I don't know.
Honestly, you aren't that crazy. You're
No.
crazy, but not like, oh, not like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't do like,
Probably blowing up your dorm room. That's gotta be one of
Sure.
the craziest things.
yeah, I set my dorm room on fire by accident. Freshman year.
I'm just trying to think of appropriate ones. Let's go with sex on the golf course.
There
It's
you
not
go.
that bad.
All right.
Whatever, wasn't that crazy.
Great. Least favorite show you've ever done and why? Ooh.
Because like,
I have one.
arguably, Footloose was one of my favorite shows I've ever done, which is kind of crazy. But like, because that was an amazing summer. But now I look back on it, and I'm like, ugh. I don't know. Do you have like an obvious one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready.
I did the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Did you not have a good time?
It was, I mean, I was the female swing, and there were only 4 ensemble females in the cast, and we played whores and maids. And I was like, this feels like what it's like to be a woman.
Yeah.
And I was a little like, damn. And I found it was my first professional job actually, and I found myself being like, is this what like
it is.
professional theater is? Which is never like a good feeling. It's
Yeah.
not. I think that show specifically just doesn't, it's not like for women. Like there's it's like, it's for men. That show's made for men.
And
So,
lots of shows are.
yeah.
And I feel
it's
like
really
we're in a
funny.
good transitional period, but that's very true.
Have you ever seen the show? Do you know
No.
like what it's about? Okay.
I know the songs, but I don't know the show.
Do you know Creation of Man? There's
song?
like a song where
Yes.
they're very like floppy and like, let's be real, gay. Like they're being gay, and I want to like redirect that show where they're like in drag. Like the men are in drag, and it's yeah. Anyways,
Cheers.
so don't steal that idea.
I guess, like, realistically, my answer is Shrek. I don't need to go into why,
No,
but
I love Shrek.
me too. I had a really bad experience doing Shrek. I mean, the show was a blast, and honestly, the cast was a blast, and it was, like, I look back on it, and it was a good memory, but, like,
Yeah.
if I'm, like, really thinking about it, that I just was in, like, kind of a bad situation with, someone in the show.
Yeah. That can affect.
It does, and it sucks
Everything.
because Shrek is one of my favorite shows of all time. Like,
It's so
I
good.
love that show, and I love Fiona, and I should have been having a blast. You know what I mean?
you
But
should have.
on the other end, it's not in the question. But what's been your favorite?
That's really difficult. Honestly, and this was a community theater show.
Okay.
It was Legally Blonde.
Well, duh. Well, actually, I knew
Like,
the answer.
And I was having like a personally really difficult time.
Were you? I don't think I knew that.
That's when I was
did know
cheated
that.
on.
I did know that.
So I was,
I feel like it came at a good time for you, though.
it did. Like, I obviously was very upset and like shocked and dealing with it, but I was getting to play Elle Woods, which felt really, I don't know. It was like a cool, it was
a
a
mixed
cool,
experience
yeah.
for you. Footloose was amazing because that summer itself was
That
just
was the best summer.
It was an amazing summer, and like you and Kadish, who I'm gonna say because I know he doesn't care, and like I was dating my other, like, so at the time it was just like it couldn't have necessarily been better because I was just like kind of living, like I was playing best friends with my best friends and playing like my significant other and playing against another best friend, and it just was like the best summer ever. And it didn't feel like a job yet.
It didn't.
So like all the jobs I do now, I mean, they don't all feel like jobs. I love what I do, but that just still felt like we were still in high school, but we were in college. So it like kind of brought me back, and it was just a really good summer. Win the lottery. First 3 things you do.
Pay like my immediate family's mortgages / buy them a house.
Amazing.
And that includes Mandy and her sisters. Buy an apartment for myself in New York City.
Yeah, that's one of mine for sure.
Then probably buy a property somewhere internationally. I don't know where. I couldn't tell you that. Maybe Spain.
Audrey and I are talking about buying a place together.
We are
really
in
think
Miami.
we should.
Miami? Is that what we discussed? Oh,
we
LA.
discussed like Florida, LA, and New York. Like switching, like finding, like I don't know.
Well, yes.
I just think that we should like
Like, why
buy
not?
our own places, whatever, and then like get a place together and just share it.
Well, when rich people have like 5 homes, I'm like, why don't you just share?
It makes sense for you and me to get one in Florida, in my opinion.
It
Like I
does.
feel like that makes a lot of sense. But like also, we always will have a place to stay in Florida,
I know.
so it's like, what's the point? But I don't know. I've never thought about winning the lottery, but I guess I would do the same thing. I would just buy a bunch of property here, and I'd throw some money into a savings.
What's your thoughts on turning down job offers
great
in
question.
musical theater in hopes for something else?
I have mixed emotions on that. What is yours?
I just kind of had to deal with this of
Your
specifically,
agents, right?
specifically the cruises. Again, like it just always coming back and having to say no. When it is like money, it is job security for 12 months, but I just have to think intentionally, and that's kind of been my like word this year is intention.
Yeah.
And I think at the age of 26, like being in New York City and maybe being unemployed in musical theater is going to be better for me in the long run than doing another cruise ship.
Totally. That's exactly right.
That's my very specific niche situation. But I think that's like, it does depend. It just depends, like,
That's my experience.
on what you want.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been like I could do cruise ships forever if I really wanted to because I love it. But is that really benefiting my career as a whole? And that's honestly probably the only jobs I've ever really turned down were cruise ships after I left. And it was because of that exact reason. It was, I think I need to be in New York for a while.
Yeah.
But other than that, if we're taking cruise ships out of the equation, I'm a big believer of just, always say yes unless there's like something in your gut telling you no. Like I've always been a big person of just take every opportunity because even the opportunities I didn't like, I took and I found something from them. But I also think there's a balance of your mental health and what's best for you. And if there's something in your gut telling you not to do it or, whatever that reason may be, there's probably a reason for it.
I've been lucky enough to have like 2 opportunities handed to me, and like just doing what actually makes you happy and like ignites you, like
Is better.
even if it's less money, even if it's a shorter contract, like just go towards what your heart is telling you to do.
I agree.
I think
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I like that question. Sobering me up. What matters most to you in relationships? Do you want to go first? Do you have an idea? Because that was one of your questions, so you probably had time to think about it.
I had time to think about it, but I don't have an answer.
I think like my root answer, just right off the top of my head, is just loyalty. I think that goes for my relationships and friendships.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
I think that's everyone says that, but I think it's just so important. Like if I'm gonna be sitting with my friends, or if I'm talking to you about something, or if you're, especially in this industry, if you're in a room full of people, which oftentimes we are, that maybe there's people that don't like your friend, or that you don't like, or whatever room you're in, I just want to know that person has my back.
I really like how you combine that for friendship and relationship, because that's something I'm literally talking about in therapy of like,
Yeah.
when
I hate how unexpected it is. Not unexpected, or I'm tipsy. I hate that I have to say that.
No, but
You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
I hate that it's like I like really want loyalty from my friends and my significant other. Like, no shit.
Yeah.
Why should I have to say that?
Yeah.
But it's true. It's my biggest thing because I've experienced not having that, and that is traumatic as hell.
Yes.
I wanna hear yours.
I found myself, like, as a human, just thinking of romantic relationships and friendships so separate and so different.
Yes.
And, like, I tend to be much more picky with my friends than I am with relationships. Like, I have fucking amazing friends, but I've dated some really bad men.
Yeah.
I'm finding what I look for in a partner is the same thing I look for in a friend. and it's loyalty, and it's being genuine. I'm over people trying to be cool or like being so obsessed with their image and how they're perceived. And I know that as an actor, like, you have to be concerned by that. I just want someone that is just genuine, like themselves. And even if there's flaws, like, own them and like, let's move on.
And I love you regardless. Yeah. God knows we both have plenty of flaws, but I don't give a fuck about yours because I love you. Exactly. So yeah, I think loyalty is like almost underrated.
It is.
I think at the end of the day, like, I can deal with almost everything else. Like, we can work through everything else, but I can't work through a loyalty issue.
Yeah. Oh my God. Tell us your spiciest cruise story.
We know mine. I can't share mine. Other than our obvious ones that we don't want to say out loud. Sex on the beach somewhere really random a couple times. I don't know.
I was talking to this girl on the ship, a singer. And then I started talking to stage staff. And then when I was like with the stage staff, I was like, hey, by the way, like, I'm like actually going on a date with this girl today. And he's like, that's really funny. I'm also seeing that girl.
Cruises, man. Cruises. Wait, that's tea.
And then I went on the date, and then I was like, you know what? I like the dude. So, you know, we ended up choosing each other.
And it was kind of a mistake.
Well. I love the cheers. Anyways, let's do this last question.
This is crazy. Thoughts on kissing and spending the night on the first date. Audrey, why don't you talk on this one? My thoughts are let's freaking do it, but I want to hear her story.
My thoughts are also let's freaking do it. If your intention is to do it, do it.
Let's test drive the car. I'm not about to waste my time.
I agree. Like, yeah, like,
fair.
Sorry, I'm nowhere near the microphone. Yes, like, do it. If that's what you want, if you're looking for a good sexy time, try it out. And then if it doesn't work, move on to the next. Oh my God, are we done?
Yeah. 1 hour and 12 minutes later. I'm so sorry.
Recording stopped.
When?
Oh, wait. One last thing.
We promise this is the last thing.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Quiet in the House Pod.
And listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube today. Don't forget it. I'm Kristen Eliza Brock.
And I'm Audrey Fisher.
And this is Quiet in the House.
Bye.
The sirens.
Oh my fucking God.